Good morning, students. So, we are back again. Yes, I hope you all are fine. Okay, so we are going towards the end of the chapter, and before starting the topic for today, let's go through the home assignment answers that was given to you yesterday. I gave you a question that was write steps of petroleum formation. Yes. So please check your answers. Your answer would be like this. The steps of petroleum formation are as follows. Number 1, dying of marine organisms. Then second, burial of marine organisms. Then third, mixing up with sand and clay. Then fourth, decomposition of the decayed matter. Then last, conversion into petroleum under high temperature and pressure. So this was your answer. You have to write like this, and I hope you all have done it correctly and done the homework. Okay? Yes. Yesterday we studied about petroleum. Yes, we studied about petroleum. We came to know that what is petroleum, who behinds petroleum, then what are the processes in the formation of petroleum, then what are the applications, why petroleum is used, where it is used, where it is located in India. All these things we came to know. But students, do you think that petroleum is so easy to just get it? Do you think? No. We have to get petroleum as a result of very long process and hard work. Okay. And even the products of petroleum. Okay. We came to know about many products like petrol, diesel, then natural gas, then other petroleum products. So they are also not very easy to get. We have to go through a very long process regarding the formation or the getting of petroleum or petroleum products. Okay. So today in this class we will learn about a process. Okay, of process which is known as refining of petroleum. About refining of petroleum. Okay, we have to learn today everything, every step and all the things regarding refining of petroleum. Okay, so this process is nothing but it is defined as a chemical, thermal and physical separation of crude oil into major fractions. Okay, yesterday only we learned about what is crude oil. Crude oil is the without processed petroleum which consists of many mixtures of hydrocarbons and other compounds. Okay, so chemical plus thermal and physical separation. Okay, they are separated chemically, they are separated thermally and also physically. Okay, crude oil is separated into major fractions, and this process of refining of petroleum is known as fractional distillation. For coal we have studied about which process? We have learned destructive distillation process for the coal, but for the petroleum we have to learn about fractional distillation. And as the name suggests, fractional. So what is meant by fraction? Fraction means dividing something into different parts. Yes, dividing something into different parts. So in this process of fractional distillation, the mixture of crude oil is separated into major fractions based on their boiling points. Okay. And one more term which we should know is refinery. Okay, refinery. So refinery is nothing but the facility. Okay, it is the facility where the petroleum refining is carried out. It is the place or it is the facility through which refining of petroleum is done or the fractional distillation is done. In the process of refining, what happens is, as we all know that petroleum is a oily liquid and it has a very strong smell, and we also have learned that it is the mixture of various constituents like petroleum gas, petrol, diesel, lubricating oil, paraffin wax, etc. Okay, as many products are there, and we have to separate those mixtures, because see, all these constituents, either it is petrol, either it is diesel, or it is lubricating oil, or any other constituent, we need each and every one for many purposes. Yes, so we all need that those things separately. Okay, so these products are need to be separated from the crude oil, and petroleum which is not refined is only known as the crude oil. So we have to separate these constituents from the crude oil and get separately. So for this crude oil is taken to petroleum refinery. As I have already told you, petroleum refinery is the facility where this process is carried out. Then what is done is, this crude oil is heated at 400 degrees centigrade. This is heated at 400 degrees centigrade, and when it is heated, based on the boiling point, the constituents are being separated. This is known as refining of petroleum. In this way, we can make a flow chart of the steps of the refining of petroleum. See, first we have written crude oil, which is heated at 400 degrees centigrade, and when we heat something, obviously the vapors are formed. When we heat something, vapors are formed. So those vapors will then pass to a tall tower. Okay, that tower is known as fractionating tower. I will show you further. So in that tall fractionating tower, what happens is, due to the boiling point, due to the boiling point, see, every substance or every constituent has different boiling points. Yes, every constituent has different boiling points. So when we heat them, the heavier ones, the heavier particles or heavier constituents will take much time for heating, whereas the lighter ones will heat up fast. So the lighter ones just move to the top of the tower first. Then the second and third and fourth, like that. And the heavier ones, which are not able to heat very fast, they just settle down in the downside. So based on the boiling point, we have to first study about the different boiling points of the different constituents we need, and then we have to check the temperature frequently. See, suppose for example, if I say petrol is the lightest one, and petrol has a boiling point of 70 degrees centigrade. 70 degree centigrade. Whereas diesel is heavier than petrol and it has the boiling point of 270 degrees centigrade. Then obviously petrol will move up fast and diesel will go late. So we have to check exactly at 70 degrees centigrade, the vapors which are coming out at 70 degrees centigrade exact will be our petrol, whereas exactly at 270 degrees centigrade when we will check, and the vapors that are coming that time, when the temperature has reached to 270 degrees centigrade, that will be termed as diesel. So like this we come to know that which constituent comes out and when. So this is what process of refining of petroleum. See some of the products of refining, that what are the products which are formed from refining. First one, we can see the lowest boiling point, that is refinery gas, means the gases which evaporate at the first, that is known as refinery gas, and that boils at 20 degrees centigrade. Then second one, petrol, which boils at 70 degrees centigrade. Then naphtha. Naphtha is a reactant which produces naphthalene. It includes naphthalene. Then it is at 90 degrees centigrade. Then kerosene. We all know what is kerosene. It is used as a cooking fuel. Then it is 170 degree centigrade. Then diesel boils or forms the vapors at 270 degrees centigrade. Then lubricating oil. Lubricating oil means the oil which is used to make the surfaces to make the rough surfaces smooth. Okay, such as grease. We all know grease. Grease is used in the joints of the doors. Then in the vehicles also it is used. So it is lubricating oil which forms vapors at 300 degree centigrade. Then comes the fuel oil. Okay, fuel oil which forms vapors at 324 degree centigrade. Then bitumen. We have studied about bitumen in the coal part. Bitumen is a product of or byproduct of petroleum which has very high boiling point. Okay, and it is used for the construction of roads. It is used for the construction of roads. Then if we see the refinery gas, let's see some uses. Refinery gas is usually used in the bottle gases like LPG, which we use in our homes, liquefied petroleum gas, that is also coming under refinery gas. Then if we see petrol, we all know, we all use bike, scooties and everything. So petrol is used for vehicles. Then naphtha. Okay, naphtha is used to make chemicals, is used to make many type of chemicals. Then we see kerosene. Kerosene, we all know, it is used as a cooking fuel, and also it is used as a fuel for jets. Okay, jets and aeroplanes. Then diesel. Diesel is also a vehicle fuel. Okay, especially in cars or in the four-wheelers we use diesel instead of petrol. Then we can see the lubricating oil. Under lubricating oil we have wax, okay, paraffin waxes. Then polishes, okay, polish either painting polish or we can say the nail paints, all these things, that is lubricating oil is made. Then we can see the fuel oil. Fuel oil means the oil which is used in the factories, okay, for machines and for ships also it is used. Then we see bitumen. Okay, bitumen, as we know, it is used for construction of roads. Now let's go through the stages of refining of petroleum. Okay, under stages of refining, the first process which comes is distillation. Okay, the first process is distillation. Then the second process is conversion. Then the third process is desulfurization. Okay, desulfurization. Distillation, we all know distillation. What is distillation? Distillation is the process of heating. Okay, distillation is the process of heating and separation of different constituents based on the boiling point, based on their respective boiling points. So first process, okay, that is distillation, is carried out. In distillation process, the mixture, that is the crude oil, is boiled. Okay, it is boiled and then they are separated on the basis of their boiling point. The heavier ones are harder to boil and they collect in the lower part, and the lighter ones are easy to boil, so they go to the upper part. Okay, when they go to the upper part. Then second stage comes when the products are converted into their respective forms and separated from the mixture, and they convert into different constituent products. Okay, that is the second stage. Then the third stage comes, it is desulfurization. Okay, desulfurization, as the name itself suggests, that desulfurization is the removal of sulfur. It is the removal of sulfur. Okay, and in this process what happens is hydrogen is provided. Okay, hydrogen is consumed. Hydrogen is consumed in the process, and while consuming the hydrogen, sulfur is removed. Okay, and the sulfur which is removed comes out. Okay, and comes out into a very pure liquid sulfur. Okay, that sulfur changes into liquid sulfur, and that liquid sulfur is also utilized and sold to local industries. Okay, local industries where the production of acid or fertilizer is going on. Okay, and there it is sold and it is used for the production of acid and different kind of fertilizers. Okay, so these are the three stages. First one is distillation, the complete process. Okay, the distillation is the most important part because most of the complete process is covered in the distillation only. Conversion is just the getting stage, okay, where we get the constituent products in a converted form. Then desulfurization is a kind of cleaning. It is a kind of cleaning if some kind of more impurities are left which may affect the quality of the product, then the sulfur is removed from there. So these are the three main stages of refining of petroleum. See, this is the diagram showing the fractional distillation process, okay, which is also refining of petroleum. In this, we can see the crude oil, okay, crude oil is taken in the starting point and that crude oil is taken to the heater, okay. In the heater, you can see the pipes, okay, red colored one, you can see the pipes. You can see the red colored pipes through which the crude oil is going inside, okay. Then you can see one opening is there towards the tower, that is known as fractionating tower, as I told you that I will show you further. So that is the fractionating tower. So one small hole is there, okay, between heater and the fractionating tower, from where this crude oil is passing towards the tower. In the tower you can see the linings which are showing, and everywhere there is an outlet, okay. Inlet is the common one from where the crude oil is going, and outlet is different. You can see different outlets, okay. You can see different outlets from the bottom to top or the top to bottom. That is only separation of different products based on their boiling points, okay. See, at the top you can see refinery gas, as I've already told you LPG or the bottled gases, that is coming out at 20 degrees centigrade at the starting point. Then you can see the petrol, next outlet is for petrol, then next outlet again for naphtha, then again for kerosene, then again for diesel, okay. Then lubricating oil, then fuel oil, and then bitumen. So this is the complete setup of how fractional distillation takes place, okay. Crude oil is given to the heater. In the heater it gets heated, then through the pipe and inlet it enters into the fractionating tower. In the fractionating tower, when these vapors move up according to their boiling points, okay, and because of the outlet provided at each end for different constituents, they come out as vapors. And by checking the boiling point or with temperature that time, we can find out that which constituent has come from which outlet, okay. So this is the setup of fractional distillation or refining of petroleum. Now this is the work for you, okay. So answer the following questions. The boiling point of petrol is, it is 70 degree centigrade. Very good. Then second one, boiling point of kerosene is 170 degree centigrade. Yes. Then the third one, the process of refining petroleum is called dash. What is the process known as? We have learned today. Think and answer. That process is known as fractional distillation. Yes. Then last question, dash has the highest boiling point in the refining process. Which has the highest boiling point? Superb. Bitumen has the highest boiling point in the refining process. Okay. So I hope you all are clear with the today's topic we have covered, refining of petroleum. In the today's class we have learnt about the complete process, the steps, the stages, okay. Then the definition for the process, then the products obtained, all these things we have covered today, and we have solved these questions also. So now the term for your homework. So 2 questions you will do as the homework, okay. First is define fractional distillation, okay. Then second, define refining. There would be a slight difference between these questions, between the answers of these questions. Just a minute difference. You have to write the definition for both fractional distillation and refining, and it is an important question that could also be asked in your examinations. Okay, or it is a general knowledge kind of question, so you should know it very well, and it will be useful to you in the further classes also. So that's all for today. In the next class, we will study about natural gas and few important points regarding the energy. Okay, we all know what is energy. So we will study in detail about the energy. Okay, thank you. Have a good day.